Hi Gemini, this is going to be a general love reading for mid-month September to the end of September 2020 for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. It is general, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. So you can watch one of your other signs. You can get a personal reading, or you can just watch another video if you feel like this doesn't resonate with your situation. All right, so let's see what is going on with Gemini in mid-September. Okay, we have communication, we have solitude, bound, and pride and ego. Okay, so that's a lot actually going on for mid-September here. Okay, there's definitely some communication that might come through, or I feel like for the most part it's been that you have not been in much communication with your person and you're feeling alone even if you are in communication, okay? It's kind of like the communication just feels like it's off. And for others of you it's that there is no communication. There is some kind of a negative attachment here. It could be different for everybody, and pride and ego, there's pride and ego involved. Possibly that could even be the negative energy, okay, here, or the negative attachment. It could be somebody being attached to their pride and ego, and this could be the cause actually for this communication feeling off. All right, so maybe there was some kind of a disagreement and somebody's ego got in the way, and therefore now the two of you are not really in talking, or it could just be that there's a separation because of that as well. Could definitely also be a third party, okay, for some of you. But the general theme here is that somebody has a negative attachment that they are bound to, basically. Okay. So let's get into the details and see. So we are going to be looking at what is going on at the moment, as well as what is coming up in the near future. Okay, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Devil, there it is, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is for the current situation. There's definitely, okay, a very strong connection here, okay, with the Six of Cups. It could even be that you're missing each other a lot, okay, if your communication has been cut off. I feel like this person is missing you, and I feel like you're missing them as well. I feel like that energy here is for the both of you. And it's actually very, very challenging for the both of you. I'm very strongly getting that this is a mutual energy here in this top row. I feel like somebody wants to apologize here, okay? And it could even be you, it could be your person. If you don't feel that urge, well then it's your person who wants to apologize for whatever it is that has happened. However, I feel like this is for the both of you. This Page of Cups here with the apology, I feel like it might be leaning more on one side. And then here we have the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is the other person. We might be able to clear up who is who, but of course the roles can be reversed, okay? Somebody is trying to detach from this. You both miss each other very much, but one of the two of you is detaching, or at least trying to. But I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. It's not easy. So we are going to get into the details. We're going to clarify, but let's just see what's coming up in the near future. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this definitely could be a third-party situation going on here, okay? I'm getting that throughout this reading, actually. I do see some action or communication coming through in the near future. But we'll see. We'll see, because I'm not sure how that communication is going to pan out. And you know what's funny? I just stopped shuffling, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil again. Okay, so that's the Devil showing up twice, as well as Bound, where in which this image you can see also a devil. So definitely a very negative attachment. Could definitely be also an addiction. Very likely a third party or a karmic partner type of a situation. Let's see. So let's actually, let's start with the Six of Cups. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Okay, I'm very strongly now getting the third party situation here. Okay, that's just too many threes and too many devils. Yeah, so if you don't feel like, you know, there's a third party in your situation, this reading might not resonate with you. You might want to check out one of your other signs, because I'm very strongly getting that it has to do with, if it's not three people, there's definitely something that's very strong, okay, like an addiction. It's almost serving as if it is another relationship with this person. It's that strong. So it could be their work. And they just have a very, very strong relationship with their work, to the point where you feel like it's another relationship. Yeah, so this connection, as I said, is very strong. However, it feels like you were trapped in this, and it feels like you were trapped in this dynamic with this third party. Very difficult. I'm getting a very, very difficult vibe here. It's one person who was trapped, okay? And I'm gonna say that I almost feel like this is you, to be honest with you. But it could be your person, okay? Yeah, and what I'm getting here is just a very, very rigid. I'm picking up rigidness with this Queen of Swords here. Very rigid type of an energy to this. Like whoever this was that's been trapped in this other connection or in this other relationship has been very, very resistant to changing. And it's just kind of like, they feel, right, how strong the connection is with you, or you feel how strong the connection is with them. However, you know what is right, but it's just that rigidness. And it feels like that rigidness, the longer this person stays in it, the more rigid they become, because it's kind of like sticking to what they've been doing. It's that kind of a feel to it. I almost even want to say stubborn. Just keeping themselves trapped. Wow. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. This is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I can see why the Nine of Wands is here now. Okay, this has been a very challenging connection, I feel, for the both of you. I don't feel like it's challenging just for one person. I feel it's actually, as I said in the very beginning, that it's the both of you. Let's see, the Four of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. So again, very, very strong connection here, okay, between the two of you. And this is what is also making it so hard. It's because the connection is so strong, so it's difficult for the person who's on the outside to walk away from it, even though there is this third party involved. I feel like that person has been wounded a lot. But it's also the person who is trapped. Okay, really, again, even with this Four of Swords here, for them, I'm getting really just sitting in it, kind of like surrendering to their situation, and to like, you know, like, yeah, I don't know how I can change. I don't know how I can get out of this. Like, I'm surrounded by these swords. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not saying that they're not healing. They possibly are, but it just feels like they've been sitting in this trappedness for a while. because of the Nine of Wands. And this is what has made it so challenging. It's almost like, the longer they stay there, the more they get used to it. They do have that spark of wanting to do something about it, though, is what I'm getting here with the Page of Wands. But I feel like they're going to need something bigger. Because they've been in this situation for so long, I feel like they're going to need something big to just really push themselves out of this. Like the Page is just not going to, it's not going to be enough. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Well, we got Death and we got Strength. Like I said, so I feel like it's that person who really wants to apologize, but also really speak their emotions to you. They really want to have a heart-to-heart conversation. And part of that reason why is because, I don't know, it feels like they want this to be put to an end. I'm just getting that they're really having a hard time doing it on their own, and I'm not saying that you're going to be the ones to help them, but it feels like they really want to, they wish they could tell you how much they would want to put all of this to an end, make a change, transform, and have that courage to get themselves out of this situation. But again, I feel like I said from the very beginning, right, the communication is kind of off. I feel like they're not being very expressive when it comes to this. And on the other hand, I'm also getting that the other person would actually want this conversation. Like, I mean, if this is you sitting on the other end of this, you would want this person to actually, open up and talk to you about it, why this is so difficult for them, or to let you know how they're truly feeling, to put their ego aside and tell you that they would want to put this to an end, but that they just don't have the courage to do so. It's kind of like that's where their pride and ego kind of comes into play, and it's keeping them from being able to express themselves. So if that's them, then I'm seeing this being you actually, you walking away from the connection. I mean, it would be nice if I had seen it as them walking away from that devil's energy. And it could be. Let's see. But I'm mostly seeing this as the other person. The King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So some of you might be dealing with Leo, or maybe another air sign, but I'm mostly getting Leo, with Strength and the King of Wands both showing up here. Doesn't have to be though, okay? I feel like okay, so let's just say that you are the person who is on the other side, okay? You're not the one that is trapped. In this case, you are trying to be very strong here. You are trying to find your own strength and your own courage to actually take action and walk away from this connection. I feel like you may have tried to do so before in the past, and it may not have really worked, and that's why we have the Devil here. So now I feel like you're trying to do it in a quicker way to just kind of, get yourself out of there, because when it's just something that you feel needs to be done, like, quickly. Otherwise, it might keep pulling you back. And I feel like that's, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be easier, to be honest with you. Maybe it will. Let's clarify the Devil and see. That kind of wanted to come out. Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's kind of like you both know the truth. You both know the action that needs to be taken here. And I feel like you're both trying to do the same thing, but to different people. Like, you're trying to walk away from this connection. Your person is trying to walk away from that other connection that they're feeling trapped in, okay? And you both know the truth that that is actually what would be in your highest good here. But it's kind of like, there's a little bit of waiting here, I feel, on both sides. Like, you're trying to do it quickly, but you still feel that pull back to them. I feel like it's just giving you a little bit of a hard time here. And it's the same with your person, if that's your person, okay? Could be the other way around. Yeah, let's clarify the Seven of Swords. The Sun and the Six of Cups. Yeah, see, this is why it's hard, because if and it's funny because I did a Divine Soulmate general reading for the collective, and I was getting a similar message here, okay? So we have the Sun and the Six of Cups. So the reason why it's so hard for you to move on is because you might not be acknowledging to yourself what this connection is, like how much you truly, would want this. And doing that, and I'm saying that because of the Seven of Swords, right? Which could be you turning your back to your own feelings here, or to, what you truly would want. And it's all about acknowledging. It's all about seeing the truth here with the Sun. Acknowledging your true feelings, acknowledging what this connection is before you can attempt to walk away, so that you're walking away without a self-defense mechanism. Because then again, that too would be ego for you, but just in a different meaning of the word. It would still be your ego trying to protect you. And then it doesn't work because your true feelings are going to creep back up at some point, and that's why you get pulled back. Oh my gosh, okay, so definitely could be a Divine Soulmate Twin Flame connection here, because this is very similar to what we got in that collective reading. And with the Sun coming out, I'm getting Leo again. So if you are dealing with a Leo, or if you're a Leo dealing with a Gemini, do let me know in the comments. Yeah, let's see what's coming up in the near future. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. Let's clarify that, because I am seeing some communication coming in. Let's see what this is about. What is this Eight of Wands? Let's see, the Four of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so I do feel like there is going to be this communication, and it's going to be concerning how the unhappiness of this whole situation, which, that's a start, okay? Just even talking about it, talking about your true feelings, letting this person know how you feel, and them letting you know how they feel. I hope I said that right. You guys get what I'm saying. Both of you talking about how you feel and bringing the unhappiness to the surface, okay, to be talked about concerning, right, possibly that other connection, or even this potential that was here for the two of you that hasn't been able to take a healthy form because of whatever this obstacle is, this third party here. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. We have the Star. The Eight of Wands again, and the Two of Swords. Okay, yeah, so I feel like this communication here, this conversation that you might have with this person, it might bring a sense of heaviness to it. It's going to be kind of like a heavy type of a conversation, but it's also going to give a lot of hope, okay, for things to to move forward. And it's really just about, you know, I feel like it's about healing all of this. And you can use this conversation to even your own advantage, to get your own emotions out. I feel like it's still, there's still a little way to go here. Like this conversation isn't going to be like, you know, the conclusion or, you know, just the solution to ending this whole situation. But I feel like it's going to help when it comes to healing and when it comes to things having been stagnant in the past. Like it's going to be one step forward here. Let's see the Three of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, which is good. The Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely going to be a start. This is going to be a step towards somebody moving away from that third party here. Okay, the Six of Swords, being able to leave something of that behind, at least, like taking that step forward. All right, even with the Seven of Swords. Having that confidence, because there has been a lack of confidence here, okay? Because confidence is going to be needed, strength is going to be needed, courage is going to be needed, decisiveness is going to be needed. All of these things are going to be needed in order for this to actually resolve from both sides, okay? So this could even be, actually speaking, you being able to move away from this situation that involves a third party. Okay, I'm not necessarily seeing it only as your person. I'm also seeing this as you being able to walk away in a way where you're standing in your power and you're just like, no, you know, I'm not going to deal with this until it is resolved, until you see the same effort being put forth from the other person, if this is you. Okay, at the same time, yes, I do also see it as your person, or whoever it is that was trapped, also moving away from that. It's kind of like these things go in parallel. Like when one person makes that move, the other person does too. When one person releases what they need to let go of, you know, and sets their boundaries and goes after what's in their own highest good, the other person can tend to follow. And if they don't, you know, then they don't. At least you will have moved forward. So let's see. Final messages. And then we're also going to get an oracle card. Okay, so we have the Empress, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Three of Cups. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so I am seeing this really as you really standing in your power. I'm seeing this as being you. It might be a little bit hard, you know, there's going to be some sadness involved, but I see you actually being able to stand in your power and move forward with your life. And then I feel like this reconciliation, you know, is going to be possible. But it's just, it's not easy, okay? There's a little bit, it's almost as if, you know, you have to be willing to lose something in order to have it. And it's going to be similar for them as well, for whoever it is that has to get themselves untrapped. They're going to have to lose something in order to gain this Empress, right, which is you, and to have that reconciliation. But I am seeing it here in this message as a definite potential here in this connection. All right, so let's use this deck. An oracle message, and if you like this or if it resonated, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let's see. Final message for Gemini. Okay, and we have serendipity. This has come up recently somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, serendipity. Follow your own guidance. Follow your signs. There are signs. Something here is being orchestrated. I feel like things are happening in a way that is in alignment. It just doesn't feel like it is. It just doesn't look like it is, but it's all for the purpose of you learning a lesson, possibly how to be your own empress, okay? And this other person is also learning their own lesson, how to transform, how to find that courage within them and release pride and ego and that negative attachment. All right, guys, those are the messages. I will talk to you soon. Much love.